Welcome back to the class of physics. This is Ramesh. Last class we discussed about photoelectric emission in detail. This is the continuous question about photoelectric emission. In this class we are going to discuss about effect of intensity of incident light on photoelectric current. Is there any relationship between photoelectric current and incident light intensity? The intensity of incident light? Say yes. This is the experimental setup or arrangement as shown in the figure, which consists of, we know very well, this is a quartz evacuated bulb. This bulb consists of two plates. One plate is connected to negative terminal of the battery, which is called as cathode, and another plate which is connected to positive terminal of the battery, which is known as anode. Okay, in this setup, an voltmeter is connected in parallel across the two terminals of the plate. Because at any time we want to measure voltage, we use the voltmeter. The next is ammeter. This ammeter is connected in series with an electrical circuit to know the value of amount of current flowing through the circuit. It should be measured in microamperes because small amount of current will be produced. Okay, this is what? This is a rheostat and this is a high tension battery which provides potential difference. Okay, this is a battery which provides potential difference, but the current produced is due to not the battery. It is due to the photoelectric effect. Okay, okay. Then what this arrangement is known as? This arrangement is nothing but it is a commutator. Commutator means reversing the direction of current by reversing the terminals of the potential difference. Yes. Now the positive terminal of the battery is connected to anode and the negative terminal of the battery is connected to cathode. Okay. If we want to reverse the direction of current, we can able to rotate the commutator. Commutator is a device which reverses the direction of current. So we want to reverse the direction, we have to rotate the commutator. When we rotate the commutator, then the connection becomes like this. Yes. Now what seems the positive terminal is connected to this plate and the negative terminal is connected to this plate. So this becomes cathode and this becomes anode. Otherwise, if we want to reverse the voltage, if we want to give the negative potential to anode, we just rotate the commutator reverses the direction. So now the negative potential is given to anode, not the cathode. Likewise, we used a commutator to reverse the direction of current. In this question, now it is connected like this. So this is positive now. Yeah. Okay. This is the experimental setup arrangement. Okay, good. Okay. We know very well about the photoelectric emission. If any type of electromagnetic wave is allowed to incident on the cathode plate, the electrons will emit. That electrons are called as photoelectric current. That electron passes through the quartz evacuated bulb and the anode attracts the electrons. Because for anode we are giving the positive potential, so it is able to attract the negatively charged electrons very well. So here the negatively charged electrons are attracted by the positive potential anode. The positively potential anode attracts efficiently the electrons emitted from the cathode due to the irradiation of any type of electromagnetic wave of particular wavelength. Okay. So this movement of electrons completes the circuit. So due to the current flow of due to the photoelectrons movement, the circuit will be closed and the current will be produced. That current is called as photoelectric current, which will be measured by the help of micrometer. That means ammeter. This is a microamperes, which is measured in microamperes because because the amount of current produced during photoelectric emission is very small. Okay, what is the real happening here means incident of electromagnetic wave, emission of photoelectrons, and the current will be produced. So photoelectric current will be produced. That effect is called as photoelectric effect. Now we are going to discuss the relationship between the intensity of the incident radiation and the photoelectric effect and the photoelectric current. Sorry, is there any real relationship between them? Yes. What is the relationship? Before we are going to discuss about the intensity and the photoelectric current relationship, first we want to know about what does intensity means. Intensity means it is nothing but it is a power per unit area or energy emitted per unit time per unit area. We know we discussed this power, this intensity in the electromagnetic waves chapter also. I want to once again recall you. Intensity is nothing but power per unit area. So if you want to change, if you are able to change the power of a given radiation, then the intensity will also change. For example, here we are using, for example, I just say one example. Here we are using 50 watt bulb as the source, for example. If you are replacing it by 80 watt, then the power is increased. Power per unit area is known as intensity, so the intensity is increased. Okay. If you replace this source as, for example, 200 watt, then the power is more, so the intensity is also more. Intensity depends upon the power. So if we change the power, the intensity of the incident light also changed. In this way we are changing the intensity. Okay, then another one is what? It is frequency. How to change the frequency of the incident radiation? If you want to change the frequency of the incident radiation means you should change the color of the incident light. Different colors have different wavelengths. So if the wavelengths change, frequency also change, because frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. We know very well about that. So if you want to change the frequency, you should change the color. If you want to change the intensity, you should increase or decrease the power of the source. If you want to change the potential difference, you may change the battery. It provides potential difference. If you want to reverse the direction of current, you make use of this commutator arrangement. Okay. This is about the explanation I gave you. Now, if in this experiment, you first increase what? Intensity with the help of this source. By increasing the power of the source, the intensity of the incident radiation is increased by keeping the frequency, and the potential difference remains constant. That is one of the important thing. Don't forget, the frequency and the potential difference remains constant in this circuit. You are changing, consider you are changing only the power. That means only the power of source, that is nothing but intensity. Intensity is the correct word. You are changing only the intensity of the incident radiation. What will happen? You studied with the help of this ammeter. For example, first you are giving the lower intensity, for example 50 watt, it shows some current, some amount of current. Then you are increasing 50 watt, 100 watt. Then the photoelectric current also increases. Then you are another time, the third set of reading, you increase 200 watt, for example. That means intensity is gradually increasing. If the intensity is gradually increasing, the current produced is also increasing. So what is the conclusion here? The photoelectric current produced in this circuit increases gradually when we are increasing the intensity of the incident radiation. So what is the proportionality between these two? The intensity of incident radiation and photoelectric current is directly proportional. This we will study in detail with the help of graphical representation. Okay. Now we see this relationship with graphical representation. Yes. The intensity of incident radiation is taken in the x-axis and the photoelectric current is taken in the y-axis. If we are increasing gradually the intensity of the incident radiation, the photoelectric current is also increases gradually. These points, when we are connecting these points, this will become an exact straight line. That represents there is a linear relationship between the intensity of incident radiation and the photoelectric current. So we concluded in that experiment, if the intensity of the incident radiation, it may be any type of wave, but it is under the electromagnetic field. So if we are increasing the intensity of the incident radiation, then the photoelectric current will gradually increases. If we decrease, the photoelectric current will decrease, because there is a linear proportionality. This graph shows the proportionality between the incident intensity and the photoelectric current. This is one of the important things. You keep this in your mind, don't forget. Second thing, what makes this proportionality? The intensity of the incident radiation causes what? If we are increasing the intensity, which causes the number of electrons emitted per second. The number of electrons emitted per second in the cathode plate. So the number of electrons, not photons, the number of electrons emitted per second in the cathode plate. You are allowed to incident the radiation on the cathode plate. The electrons are emitted from the cathode plate. But the number of electrons emitted per second depends upon the factor, the intensity. If you are increasing the intensity, then the number of electrons emitted per second from the cathode plate also increases. This in turn increases the photoelectric current. So if the number of electrons are large, the photoelectric current will be large. So this is the relationship between intensity and photoelectric current. This number of electron emitted per second plays a vital role between the relationship between the intensity and the photoelectric current. This is one of the important question. You must understand this concept very well. Okay. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss the another potential difference frequency. Okay, relationship between the potential difference frequency, electric current, and so on. In this experiment, you mind one thing: the frequency and potential difference remains constant, only the intensity is varied. Okay. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you. Bye.